Hey everybody, welcome to Music with Mindseed. Today we're going to be covering a basic music theory concept, and that is note values. So before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive into it. So when it comes to the note values that I'm going to be presenting today, we want to assume that we're dealing in time signatures that has a 4 at the bottom of the time signature. We'll be exploring time signatures more in depth in a separate video. I'll link that here. But for now, assume all of these note values are based in time signatures that has a 4 on the bottom. Starting with the quarter note. So this is what the quarter note looks like, and it's worth 1 beat. So we have the note head, which is colored in, and the stem. Moving on, we have the dotted quarter note, and it's worth 1.5 beats. So of course you have the quarter note with the dot beside it. Next we have the half note, which is worth 2 beats. So we have the note head, which is not colored in, and then the stem. Next we have the dotted half note, worth 3 beats. So it looks just like the half note, but it's got a dot beside it. Next we have the whole note, which is worth 4 beats. So I kind of think this one kind of looks like a donut. A donut has a hole, and whole note. It'd be spelled differently, but you get the idea. Next, we move into the notes that are worth less than a beat, starting with the 8th note, which is worth half a beat. So here we have the note head, we have the stem, as well as what's called the flag attached to the 8th note. Now, 8th notes can also be presented like this. So this is not a different type of note, it's still an 8th note, but it's 2 8th notes beside each other. Okay, so each one individually is worth half of a beat. Moving on, we have the 16th note, which is worth 1/4 of a beat. Notice how it's got the note head, it has the stem, and 2 flags. And just like we had with the 8th note, this is what 2 16th notes beside each other looks like. So again, not a different type of note, but just presented a little bit differently. Each one individually is worth 1/4 of a beat. And finally, we have the 32nd note, which is worth 1/8 of a beat, and it has 3 flags attached to it. Okay, so those are most of the note values that you're going to encounter. There are some aside from these, like triplets, which we'll be exploring in a separate video. But this is a good reference, so if you ever kind of forget your note values or you feel you need to study this a bit more, you can come back to this video and you've got them all kind of laid out here. So hopefully you found this video useful. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to add, feel free to drop it in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.